Here at the San Diego School of Medicine, we offer many educational programs, one of them being the pediatrics branch.
The biggest obstacle when becoming a pediatric is getting into medical school.
But if you put the time and effort into your exams, you'll be sure to pursue this path.
Employment opportunities for this specialty are going to increase 10% from 2014 to 2024 due to the fact that there's more demand for this type of specialty, and especially in rural areas because it's harder to find a pediatrician to work in that type of area.
Pediatricians usually end up working at a doctor's office or a private practice.
They can also work at a hospital
Or a social environment.
In order to pursue this pathway, you need a 4-year undergraduate degree and you must complete medical school.
You also need to have a 2 to 3 year residency requirement in a hospital and need to recertify every 7 years by taking an exam.
Good morning, doctor. Can you please state your name for me, please?
Sure, my name is Carlos Garcia.
Okay. And
where were you born and where did you study?
Okay, I was born in San Francisco and raised in San Francisco, and I was also educated in San Francisco. I high school in San Francisco, graduated, went on to a university in the San Francisco area as well as medical school. Finished in Nebraska, came back to San Francisco, did my fellowship, my residency and fellowship, all at UCSF.
okay, great.
Tell us about the hours you put into your current work.
Right now?
Well, for the most part, medicine is always labor intensive and you have to be really dedicated to it. So my morning starts out roughly around 6 in the morning, and I end up finishing, depending on here in the office, about 6, 7. And then if I have any more patients, calls in the evening, sometimes it can vary.
Okay.
But for the most part, I will spend about 12 hours out of a day, approximately 60 hours per week.
Okay.
When did you know for sure that you wanted to pursue this career?
Well, I went to, initially I went to I was interested in science. I'm a product of the 60s. And in the 60s, John F. Kennedy pushed on every single little kid to learn about wanting to beat the Russians to space.
Okay.
So because we wanted to beat the Russians, they really influenced us in math and science. And those were the main courses they taught us in elementary school, high school. So I wanted to be a scientist.
Oh.
So I would go to school and my degree was in biology. But then I realized that bench research, that type of research wasn't for me, and I had more of a personality for people. So medicine was the next closest thing to being in science, perhaps doing research, so I went into medicine.
What has been the most challenging thing in your field?
Well, I think for the most part, it's of course the education was challenging, hard, the number of hours that I needed to put in, just like anybody else that goes into any kind of field in reality needs to put in the hours of study and work. Afterwards, there's more hours, but then also not only that, but dealing with the families, the patients themselves, the different, sometimes things that can present on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes it's not routine, sometimes it's really routine, nothing overly taxing, but sometimes it's the ones where you need to go back and read about it and research it a little bit more.
Okay.
What do you enjoy the most about your job?
My families and patients. Some of them I really am close to. I know them for a long time, and it's because of that I stayed in primary care.
In primary care, great. And what
would you say to someone interested in pursuing this career?
Well, if you really are serious of pursuing any kind of field, including medicine, realize that it is a struggle, it is hard work. You do need to put the time, effort, and energy into it. But in the long run, it can be a very rewarding career, but it's not going to come easy. Nothing in life at all comes easy to any single one of us in our respective careers and field choices, and it all requires work.
According to May 2017 data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, most pediatricians worked in physicians' offices holding 21,430 jobs. These pediatricians earn an average salary of $192,510. Over 4,800 pediatricians worked in hospitals and earn a median salary of $174,200 per year. As you can see on the table, starting pediatricians, which have 0 to 1 year of experience, earn an average yearly salary of $84,770. Junior pediatricians, which have 5 to 10 years of experience, earn about $131,850. And experienced pediatricians, which have over 10 years of experience, earn an average salary of $168,990 per year.
Data from the American Medical Group Association shows the average yearly pediatrician salary for different specialties in pediatrics.
And as you can see, the salaries do vary between the different specialties in pediatrics. So if you're interested in coming to the San Diego School of Medicine, please call the number on your screen to talk to a representative and get started in your career today.